What is good YouTube, Richie Kim here. Today I'm going to be bringing you all a performance review on the Nike Hyperdunk 2017 featuring the all new Nike React cushioning. Before we get started, if you all can hit that subscribe button down below, I'd appreciate it a lot. But anyways, let's get right into it. As always, starting off with the traction, the Hyperdunk 2017 features this circular traction pattern. According to Nike, the traction pattern gives you the traction in the right places wherever your pressure points are, and it definitely looks like a heat map of your foot a little bit. It's basically like these circular line patterns across the whole shoe, and particularly you get these circles where your toes are and like where the ball of your foot is and things like that. This traction pattern is one of the best traction patterns I've played with as of recently. It's just amazing. I didn't have any problems. On a dusty court, you may slip just a little bit, and it does pick up a little bit of dust, but just a couple wipes and then you're good to go. Overall, I was really satisfied with this traction. One of the best on the market as of right now. For traction on the shoe, I would give the traction a 9 out of 10. So moving on to the cushion in the shoe, the Hyperdunk 2017 features Nike's new React cushioning, and I have to say I'm just a little bit disappointed. I was expecting a lot more, especially since they've been developing this technology for years now. But honestly, I can't really feel too much of a difference. It does feel a little bit more forgiving than just regular Phylon. So apparently what they did in the shoe for the cushioning, it has a React core, and then around that core is a Phylon carrier. So what you're feeling in the shoe really isn't completely React cushioning, as there is a bit of Phylon, which I really don't know why they did that, because from what I could tell, you can feel the React just a little bit when you're playing. But if they had just made this whole bottom, like the midsole, React cushioning, I think it would have been a lot better. I'm not sure exactly how it would feel like, but I'm sure it's definitely a lot better than Phylon. What I can tell you about the React cushioning is it does actually give you a little bit of bounce. It almost feels like the bounce cushion, Adidas bounce cushion and I really like it. So if they change this up to a full React midsole rather than a React core with a Phylon carrier, I think this shoe would be so much better. I would appreciate it a lot more. But the cushion overall, it's pretty good. You get, a good amount of court feel and responsiveness while you do maintain some aspects of impact protection. So honestly for me, the cushioning wasn't that bad, but I just wish that they used a full React midsole rather than a Phylon carrier and a React core. So for cushioning on the shoe, I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. So the materials on the Nike Hyperdunk 2017, I forgot to mention that this is the low version, not the regular mid-top, high-top version. But on the low version, it features this kind of textile knit upper. It's not Flyknit, but it's not bad either. It's not a mesh. It definitely has it's definitely soft to the touch, and it conforms to your foot. I didn't have any dead space, no problems like that. So the materials are pretty good on the shoe, especially for being Nike's signature model. I don't think the materials are that bad at all. It's actually more on the premium side, so I kind of like where Nike's headed in that direction. Overall materials are really good. It doesn't really get too hot in the shoe, so ventilation is pretty good as well. Personally, if this was a Flyknit model, I'd probably like the Flyknit model just a little bit more, just because Flyknit's properties. But this, whatever material they use, this knit material, perfectly okay with me. So for materials on the shoe, I would give this an 8.5 out of 10. So moving on to fit, the Hyperdunk 2017 fits true to size in my opinion. Maybe just a little bit narrow, just a little bit. So wide footers, you should probably be okay going true to size. If you're really worried, you can go up half a size, but it may be a little long. Maybe even these shoes run just a tad bit long when you go true to size, but honestly it's not that big of a difference. I couldn't really tell. But fit was really good in the shoe. One of the best fitting Nike shoes, at least in my opinion, for me. So for fit, I would give this shoe a 9 out of 10. Moving on to support. When it comes to support in Nike basketball, they get their stuff done correctly. In this shoe, I had no lockdown problems at all. Great support everywhere, in the forefoot, in the heel, just everywhere. The half booty construction for the shoe, I'm not sure if that has anything to do with why the support is so good. I'm sure it has something to do with it, but just in general, the support is amazing in the shoe. I had zero problems whatsoever. No heel slippage, no side-to-side movement on the footbed. Great shoe in terms of support and containment. So for support in this shoe, I would give it a 9 out of 10. As far as pricing goes, these guys retail for $130. For 130 bucks, I definitely think they're worth the price. I think the shoe can be catered to all players no matter what position you play. For me, as a shorter player, I have more of a guard play style, obviously, and these shoes work perfectly fine with me, but even for bigger dudes, I don't think the shoe would be a bad choice. It has all the aspects that you'd want in a shoe, and overall, you know, it's just a really great shoe to play in. Out of all the Nike models that have come out so far, I think this is actually my favorite one, and that's including over other signature models like the PGs or other things like that. So 130 bucks, would definitely recommend this shoe to anyone who wants to pick up a pair. You won't be disappointed. That's pretty much it for my review of the Hyperdunk 2017. If you guys liked the video, please hit that thumbs up button down below and smash that subscribe button as well. I'd appreciate it a lot. Also, leave a comment down below what you think about the Nike Hyperdunk 2017. If you have a pair, tell me how you like them. If not, tell me if you're going to pick up a pair. While you're at it, check out this video over here, check out this video over here, and that's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.